Teacher Arthur here. Welcome to today's video. And I'm going to be briefly discussing introvert versus extrovert. What does it mean exactly? So the general understanding is that if you are extroverted, you are someone who is socially confident and someone who expresses their thoughts and feelings relatively easily and is not afraid to be around other people. Whereas if you are introvert, the general understanding is that you are someone who is generally shy, someone who is quiet and uncomfortable being around other people and in big, unfamiliar social situations and events. However, this isn't entirely true. The biggest difference is that if you are extroverted, an extrovert generally expresses their thoughts loudly. So if you are extrovert, you will tend to say what you're thinking out loud, and you will run through your thought processes if asked a question or if thinking about something around other people. You will do this out aloud. So, for example, if you are an extrovert and you are perhaps asked a question on what do you think about chocolate flavored ice cream? The extrovert will immediately answer, oh, chocolate. Yeah, I like chocolate sometimes. I think I like chocolate chip better, but dark chocolate's also good. But it depends on the brand of ice cream. I like dark chocolate. Nah, I like chocolate ice cream sometimes. That's generally how an extrovert will answer. Exactly what they're thinking comes through their mouth, and it seems like there's someone who is talkative and confident in answering the question. Whereas an introvert, you will process the same thoughts internally. So if an introvert was asked the question, what do you think about chocolate ice cream? An introvert will have a very similar thought process as the extrovert, but they will run it through their mind, and there will be a few seconds of silence while the introvert thinks about this, and then they will say, yeah, I like chocolate ice cream. And that's pretty much all you'll hear from them. That is the primary difference between being extroverted and introverted. This being said, that means an extrovert can also be a shy person. And by contrast, an introvert can also be a confident person. The difference is in the way they express their thoughts and feelings. The introvert expresses this internally, the extrovert expresses externally. So you'll find that someone who is an extrovert but is also shy, they'll be very vocal about being anxious and about being nervous. And their nervousness will be very visible to someone who knows what to look for. So I know a lot of extroverted people who are pretty shy and really hate public speaking or standing up in front of people in general. And when they do so, they might sound very talkative and appear to be filling in the gaps of silence with words, but it's mostly gibberish. And this is because they're nervous, even though they're extroverted. Likewise, an introvert can be pretty confident. Generally, an introvert who is confident will, stay silent. And when the time comes for them to speak or perform, they'll simply go up and perform. And this will often come across as someone who is cool and level-headed and doesn't seem to really crack under pressure. However, an unconfident introvert will also look quiet, and it will be difficult to tell whether they are competent or not because of their silence. However, when they perform, it'll be clearly seen that they are then nervous or anxious. But you wouldn't really know because as an introvert, they're not being vocal about the way they feel. Again, an extrovert that is confident often voices that confidence. They might not be quite as talkative as a person who is nervous, an extrovert who is nervous or anxious, but they will still express the way they feel, express that they are confident in about what they're about to do, and at the same time are not worried at all and will tell people what it is they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And when they perform, the confidence will be there. You will see it when they perform. So to suggest that simply by being introverted that you are a shy and quiet person, and by being extroverted you are a talkative and socially confident person, is not entirely true. Being extroverted means you express your thoughts and feelings externally, and introverted, you express them internally. If you are more of an extrovert and you are someone who is generally unconfident, you have self-doubt, and you get anxious during public events, my advice would be, don't talk so much. Obviously try to relax, but nobody needs to know that you're nervous. Try to keep those thoughts and feelings to yourself, and rather try to focus on what it is that you're going to do at that particular event. By contrast, if you are an introvert who is shy and quiet, I would suggest the opposite. Express your feelings and thoughts a bit more. You don't have to express everything, but talk a little bit to people around you about the way you're feeling and what you're thinking. You'll find this will not only help you relax more, but it will relax and lighten the mood in the room in general. Because a lot of the time with an introvert, their quietness makes people nervous because other people don't know what it is you're thinking, how it is you're feeling. So being a bit more vocal about the way you're feeling will help relax the situation and will make you feel more relaxed as well, being an introvert, knowing that people are reacting positively to what you're saying. So, as an introvert, a nervous or anxious introvert, try to speak and express your thoughts and feelings a bit more with other people. As an extrovert who is nervous and anxious, relax. People don't need to know every aspect of your thoughts and feelings. Don't speak too much. And that is basically a brief outline of being extroverted and introverted. If you're extroverted, you're not always confident. If you're introverted, it doesn't mean you are necessarily shy. It's just the way we process our thoughts and feelings, one being internal and one being external. There's nothing wrong with either one, but to strike a balance in between the two is ideal in life, especially when dealing with public circumstances and events. So I hope this explanation helps. This is my English voice. Until next time.